Hi all, welcome back to our channel, My Bionotes. So in this video, we'll be discussing about the active transport mechanism. So before going into the video, just subscribe our channel and also click the bell button for more updates from our channel. So come, let's see about the active transport. So what exactly happens in active transport is that there is an uphill movement. So here energy is used. So this transport uses energy and pump molecules against the concentration gradient. So the cell is going to work against the concentration gradients. So here specific membrane proteins are involved for this process of active transport. Here pump refers to the proteins that use energy to carry substances across the cell membrane. So here energy is spent for this transport mechanism since the cell is going to work against the concentration gradient. And coming to the transport rate, so here like in facilitated diffusion, it reaches maximum when all the protein transporters are saturated. So here also there is a saturation point. When all the transporters, that is the protein transporters, are utilized, there occurs a saturation point. And coming to carrier protein, so the carrier protein involved in active transport are very specific, so they allow only a selected substances only, so it is very specific, and they are sensitive to inhibitors. So there are also inhibitors which can inhibit the carrier protein and can affect the transport mechanism. And the inhibitors they react with the protein side chains of this carrier proteins for the inhibition of the transport. And sodium potassium exchange is the best example of an active transport actually. So here you can see the sodium ions, here you can see the ATP molecule and also the potassium ions. So how they are getting transported in this pump, you can see in this picture clearly. So this protein has a binding site for 3 sodium ions. So here after the binding of the sodium and the ATP, next the potassium, 2 molecules of potassium are transported inside the cell and sodium is transported outside the cell. So here energy ATP is spent. ATP is converted to ADP plus Pi, and thereby the sodium is sent out, and potassium after binding to its region of binding site, then it is sent inside the cytoplasm. Then again ATP binds and the cycle continues. So thereby the sodium and potassium are pumped out and inside of the cell. So coming to the comparison of here there is a comparison of the different transport mechanisms actually. So we have seen the different transport mechanisms already in our previous videos. Hope you can remember. So we have diffusion, facilitated diffusion and active transport. So we can compare these 3 now. So simple diffusion, facilitated transport and active transport. So if we compare based on some properties like if they need special membrane proteins abdina, simple diffusion la we don't need anything. Here no membrane protein is involved. In facilitated diffusion, but we need membrane protein because some molecules they will not be soluble in the phospholipid bilayer. So in that case we need the membrane proteins. In active transport also we need this membrane proteins, and highly selective in simple diffusion no. So it's not highly selective, so it can allow all the molecules, only specific molecules allow panuvana no. It allows all the molecule to pass through, but here in facilitated and active transport they are very specific, and transport saturation point does not occur in case of a simple diffusion, but in facilitated diffusion there is a saturation point, and active transport also there is a saturation point. And uphill transport occurs ana? No. In both simple diffusion and facilitated transport there is no uphill transport, since they do not use the ATP. There is no spending of energy in this case. There we go from low concentration to high concentration in only in the active transport, so we need energy. And coming to the requires ATP. In simple diffusion no, facilitated also no, only in active transport we need energy, since we the cell works against the concentration gradient. So thank you all for watching my video. என் வீடியோ உங்களுக்கு பிடிச்சிருந்தா லைக் பண்ணுங்கள், ஷேர் பண்ணுங்கள், and also bell button click பண்ணுங்கள். அப்போ தான் நாங்கள் ஏதாவது வீடியோ போட்டால் உங்களுக்கு நோட்டிஃபிகேஷனில் வரும். Happy learning to you all. Thank you.